Napag-uusapan naman natin ngayon yung price behavior on how the price behaves. And actually, meron tayong dalawang categories para rito. The impulse or impulsive wave or impulse price behavior. And then, we also have the correction or corrective price behavior, corrective phase. Now, sa impulse phase or the impulsive phase, it refers to a strong directional movement of the price of an asset. And basically, sa bullish market condition, yan. And then, ito yung bearish market condition. Sa bullish market condition, siya yung higher low to higher high. Higher low, higher high. Yan. Ito siya. Simula sa higher low, papunta sa higher high. Yan. Yan yung tinatawag na impulsive waves or impulse phase. Now, itong impulse na to, sila yung merong momentum. Kumbaga, kasi nga, ibabalikan natin yung market structure, 'di ba? We are setting a higher low and higher high. Higher low and higher high. So from higher low to higher high, sila yung merong momentum. And typically, sa bullish market condition, 'di ba? Karamihan or mostly sa resistance is binebreak siya, 'di ba? To set a higher high. So basically, that's what an impulse or impulsive phase, 'di ba? Yan, from higher low to higher high. Now, yung impulse phase naman sa bearish market condition is etong lower high and lower high to lower low. Yan, from point A to point B. Yan, itong lower high natin papunta rito sa lower low. So yan yung impulse or impulsive phase natin. Kasi nga based on our market structure, 'di ba? And market condition sa bearish, typically binibreak yung support, 'di ba? And mas nagwo-work yung resistance. Now, what about the corrective phase? Meron pala tayo ritong example, no? So kung makikita nyo rito, ang impulse phase natin, ito yung bear market condition natin, and then ito yung bullish market condition. Sa bear market condition natin, nakita nyo, ito yung impulse phase, right? And then nagkaroon tayo ng correction or corrective phase. Yan. And then, after that, nagkaroon ulit tayo ng impulse phase or impulsive movement downside. Diba? Kumbaga, if titingnan nyo yung degree of movement niya, kumbaga yung volume niya pagbaba, dire-diretso, tuloy-tuloy. Or, if hindi siya tuloy-tuloy, malalaki yung candlesticks niya. Kumbaga, meron siyang volume. Unlike dito sa correction, no? Na bago siya bumagsak, mabagal, di ba? Ayan. Meron pa siyang up and down. So, that's what an impulse phase is. And, if titingnan nyo, ito yan, yung lower high to lower low. Di ba? Lower high, lower low. So, that's what an impulse phase is. Now, what about sa bull market condition? Di ba? So, we had this resistance dito, resistance zone, and then nagkaroon tayo ng breakout. Diba? Ngayon, ito yung impulse phase natin, right? We have the higher low to higher high, right? And then, another higher low to higher high. Yan, impulse phase, diba? So, kung titingnan nyo, ito yung correction natin, yung corrective phase. And, kung di-distinguish nyo siya or i-compare nyo siya dito, yung momentum na itong pag-akyat niya is malakas, right? Yan, ito rin. Yung pag-akyat niya is malakas and mabilis, right? Basically, that's what an impulse is. Based on the word itself, impulsive, mabilis, bigla, or malakas, diba? And then, the corrective, ito. Yan. Now, let's look at another example. Yan. Ito naman sa Bitcoin. We have the weekly time frame. Actually, mas clear nga to, no? So, we have the bulls dito sa kaliwa and then bear dito sa kanan. And so, we have this impulse up, impulse movement downside, correction, impulsive movement upside, correction, impulsive movement upside, correction, impulsive movement upside, no? So, ayan siya. So, kung makikita nyo, meron siya from higher low to higher high, right? Higher low to higher high. Kasi nga, ayun yung sa bullish market condition natin. Doon siya nakikita sa impulse phase. From higher low to higher high. Yan. And if titingnan nyo ulit yung degree of movement niya or yung way, yung pagbe-behave ng price or yung price action is mabilis, di ba? Or malalaki yung candlestick niya. Tapos, meron siyang volume, no? Unlike if i-compare natin siya dito. Di ba? Umaakit nga siya pero meron naman siyang follow-up na movement downside, right? Now, let's talk about the bear. Di ba? Ito naman, meron tayong impulse down. Di ba? And then correction, impulse down. Di ba? Sabi natin, lower high to lower low. Yung sa bearish market condition. And if titingnan nyo yung pagbagsak ng price dito, makikita nyo na malakas siya. Mas may momentum. Di ba? Malakas yung momentum niya. And then umaakit nga siya pero yung pag-akit niya, mahina yung momentum. But again, bumagsak siya, malakas yung momentum, sunod-sunod, and may volume. Right? So that's what an impulsive price behavior is. Now let's talk about the correction or the corrective phase. So kanina, sabi natin, ito yung impulse, di ba? Ngayon, yung correction naman is yung counter move. Yung counter move ng trend, right? Makikita nyo, ito siya. Yan, counter move siya ng trend. Kumbaga, siya yung nagiging pause ng price para mag-continue siya sa trend niya. Now, for example, let's say we are in a bullish market condition. Sa bullish market condition, ang trend niya or ang structure niya is higher high and higher low, di ba? Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Di ba? So, if ito yung impulsive wave natin, ito naman yung correction phase. Yung higher low from higher high to higher low. Higher high to higher low. Higher high to higher low. No? So, yan yung correction natin. Kumbaga, kasi the price doesn't move in a straight linear upside, di ba? Nagmo-move siya, umakyat siya, pero kailangan niyang mag-correct, di ba? Kailangan niyang bumaba for it to go higher. So, yung pagbaba ng price na yon or yung counter move niya sa trend is yung tinatawag natin na correction. Kasi nga, kailangan niya mag-correct for it to go higher. Kaya sabi rito, it refers to a movement that goes against the direction of the main trend and is typically slower and controlled rather than impulsive. Sabi rito, controlled, typically slower and controlled rather than impulsive. Meaning, yung degree ng pagbagsak niya or pag-akyat niya is mas mabagal or mas mahina kumpara doon sa impulsive wave or sa impulse phase, di ba? Now, if titingnan naman natin sa bearish market condition, ito siya, di ba? Ito yung impulse natin, impulse down, and then yung correction natin is from lower low to lower high. Lower low to lower high. Diba? Yan, lower low to lower high. Lower low to lower high. Kumbaga, kailangan niya mag-correct para magkaroon siya ng movement ng continuation downside. Right? So, yan niya. Umakyat siya, di ba? So, let's look at the example. Diba? So, ayun, ito ulit yung chart natin, no? So, kanina, sabi natin, ito yung impulse movement downside, right? Kumbaga, ito yung impulsive phase or price behavior. Now, yung correction naman natin is ito, right? Kung makikita nyo, ang bearish market condition, di ba? Lower high and lower low. Now, if ito yung impulse phase natin, ano yung counter natin? Ano yung counter trend na move? Di ba, paakyat? Kasi nga, sa bearish market condition, puro pabagsak. Pero, if magko-correct siya, kailangan niyang umakyat, right? Kailangan niya magpahinga, kailangan niya mag-pause para sa continuation downside. Diba? So, ito yung tinatawag natin na correction or corrective phase. Baga, siya yung pause ng market or siya yung pause para mag-continue tayo sa trend natin. Kumbaga, sa correction phase siya kumukuha ng lakas. Nag-iipon ng lakas. Now, let's look at the bullish market condition. Diba? Kung makikita nyo, yan, ito. Diba? Ito yung correction niya, medyo mabagal, right? If ikukumpara nyo siya dito sa impulsive wave natin or impulse phase natin, yung degree ng pagbagsak niya is mabagal, right? Yan. Mabagal, right? And, naging pahinga siya to continue higher. Diba? So, that's what a correction is sa bullish market condition. Siya yung nagiging counter move ng overall trend. Now, let's look at another example. Ito, meron tayong impulsive wave or impulsive phase. And then, meron tayong correction, right? Bumababa siya, slow and controlled, right? Unlike dito, sa pagbaba niya, if i-compare nyo itong pagbagsak nito sa pagbagsak dito, di ba mas malakas to? Itong nandito sa right side. Kasi nga, during the bullish market condition, controlled yung pagbagsak ng price. Yan. O, di ba? We have another correction and impulse movement upside. Then, nagkaroon na tayo ng impulse movement downside, correction, and then impulse movement downside. Right? So, dito pa lang sa price behavior pa lang, pwede nyo nang makita or pwede nyo nang masabi initially kung nasaan yung momentum ng price or kung saan pwedeng magpunta yung price. Diba? Kasi nga, let's say dito, diba? Nagkaroon tayo ng impulse down. Now, if umakyat yan, tapos slow and controlled yung pag-akyat niya, then, pwedeng ang expectation natin na susunod niyang gagawin is another impulse movement downside. Diba? So, that's what a price behavior is. The impulse phase and then the correction phase. So, sa next video, pag-uusapan naman natin kung ano yung acceleration and deceleration.